Hey, it's Chaya, and I'm back with another episode of Naked. Further continuing on this journey, sharing my story and rewriting it in a manner that it deserves to be written. And also in the hope that you can rewrite your story too. Today's exceptionally hard. I'm gonna start my timer. Today's exceptionally hard. Let me actually start with the serenity prayer, bringing God into the room, into this right here. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the person I can, and the wisdom to know that one is me. Today's exceptionally hard because as I do these videos, a lot of the feelings come back, and sometimes my PTSD steps up and takes over. And today's one of those times. And it's so fitting because the part of the journey that I was going to talk about is what happened after I broke up the engagement and lost all security. The time in between me breaking off the engagement and going to visit my parents, actually, it was like a half a year, and a little less, more like 4 months. And during that time, it was a really hard time. I was pretending so well that I was okay. I don't have many pictures from that time, that's the truth. And any that I do are so heavily filtered, or like the one I used, covering half my face. I felt horrible. I felt unwanted, which is kind of the feeling I've been feeling today. Unwanted, and it sucks. And I wanted to mention, I'm not saying these stuff from a point of a victim. I want to say all my story from the point of strength to be allowed to feel my feelings without making other people terribly bad, except for the few that are. I can recognize the difference, and I'm hoping you can too. I'm not a victim. I'm not. It just hurts sometimes, and I don't have to be a victim to allow it to hurt. So during that time, I was easy prey, because I felt so horrible about myself. Anyone can get in, and anyone did. I went to Landmark to get myself a little bit of help, because at that point I felt like I was overwhelmed by the reality of everything, and I wanted the help that I believed was out there. But the truth was, I felt so unwanted. It wasn't able to work for me at that point. And it was uncomfortable what happened. A coach kind of disclosed some of the information I wasn't ready for everyone to hear, and I completely lost it. And when I lost it, this is called naked. I'm gonna get naked. I lost myself, and I felt mentally. That was the first time that I mentally felt like I might be ill, or there might be something else that needs to be done. I felt it before my childhood, but I was in very deep denial. This was the first time I consciously felt it, and the reason for that was that when I left Landmark in the middle because I crashed. And mentally I just felt like too much was coming up. I couldn't handle it. When I left, I noticed I'm not looking a lot at you. It's because there is still a lot of shame that I'm working through here. But this guy decided to take advantage of me, getting me to pay for some of his food and his clothes, We actually went shopping, and I don't really know how I agreed. Even for a hotel, thank God I was feeling so bad about myself that, like, I had to ditch him. But it sucked. And today I come here not proud, not feeling very strong, but knowing I'm strong. Because I could have opted out today, and I don't want to, and I won't. I will share the parts of my story even if there's shame around it. I will point it out so that we put shame in the light, because shame only exists in the dark. I don't believe I deserve to be shameful. I believe I still am, but I don't believe I deserve it. I believe that feeling unwanted and unneeded is the worst feeling to feel. And when you feel that, everything else kind of crashes. Thank God today, when I feel that, I know it's okay to feel it, because it won't crash the rest of my world. But it still sucks. And I've been trying to deal with this feeling for the last couple of days, but specifically since yesterday. And all I can say is that the hardest and the biggest wounds we have are the ones we got to walk through the most. And every part of me wants to leave this pain and pretend I don't need other people in my life. I don't need to feel wanted. But the truth is, we do. And I hope that in this video, you gain some mental health awareness. The awareness to realize it's okay to feel this horrible feeling. And that not always is it polished. Not always is it clean. But it's always beautiful. I believe it is. And all I can say is how it's different today than it was then. See, then it would really crash. I ended up with a random guy who could have definitely really, really hurt me. And oh my God, that was not the first nor the last. It was the first significant one, because it was the first time I was conscious. I was aware. But it was not the last time that I was aware of the pain I was putting myself through. But today, I just let the pain be. So we're not going to put me through any extra pain to be allowed to feel the pain that already is. And that's my hope and prayer for you. And I'd like to wrap up with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, and the wisdom to know that one is me. All right, like and subscribe. Let me know that I was heard, that you're here, and that you know what I'm talking about, and you know the feeling I'm bringing up. I'll see you soon. I can't wait to see what happens. Tomorrow, I may be a whole new person.